All right, so what's a variable? Well, a variable is a symbol or a letter. So it's a symbol or letter that represents a value or a quantity that can change. And hopefully you guys can read that. I'm not used to writing on this thing. So it's a symbol or letter that represents, I forgot an S. It's a symbol or letter that represents a quantity that can change. And then the next part of this is where it says addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. We need to know some other words that mean the same thing as that. So what's another word for addition? Yes. Go ahead.
Sum.
Sum. Good. Yes. Addition. You can write sum. What else? What's that?
Plus.
Plus, like 3 plus x. So it could be plus. And a lot of times they'll use it for like more than. And you guys able to see that and read that okay?
Yeah.
All right. Subtraction. What's another name for subtraction? Yeah. Difference. That's good. You guys got another one? Yep. Yep. Minus. One more? Yeah. You could write take away. But I'm kind of going with the other one. Sum and difference kind of go together. Plus and minus kind of go together. So if addition is more than, what would subtraction be?
Less than.
Yes, less than. All right. And then let me try to make this a little finer point. Maybe that'll help. What about multiplication? Yeah. Product, good. Yep, that kind of goes with sum and difference and product. Maybe we'll leave that. Hold on. I'll leave this boldface. Okay, so product. Okay, plus minus, what would you say? Yeah.
Times.
Times, that's good. I don't know, is there anything else? Product times, I'm trying to think. Different products. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's got, multiply is kind of built, that's good, but it's kind of built into multiplication. So multiply is kind of a shorter word for that. Just like divide would be a shorter word for division. I don't know, maybe we'll just leave it at that. Unless I can think of something else. What about division? So you got sum, difference, product. What's the word for division? It's weird. It starts with a Q.
Oh.
Yeah.
Quotient.
Yeah, quotient. Q quotient. And then, is there anything else for division? Obviously, divide. I don't know. Let me look in the book and make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't think so. see, what do they got in here? Some difference. I think that'll do it. I think we got them all. All right. The next part here, it says, you guys got all that stuff? Okay. The next part says, well, we're going to translate from symbols or math, we're going to translate it into English or words. All right. Now you get an option here. You can write them more than one way, right? You can use any of those words we had up there, the sum, difference, quotient, plus, minus, all that stuff. So anybody, how would you write out the first one there? Anybody got an idea? And what is that? That's a plus sign, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you guys got? Yeah, go ahead. Yep, 9 plus r. So you're actually going to write out 9 and then the word plus. You could also write, I don't know, what should we do? How about something like r more than 9? So r more than 9. And again, I think in the homework you have to do it 2 different ways. But I think you guys got that. What about number 2? What do you guys got? Yeah. Good. So we'll do this one. We'll write x minus 3. Oh, I wrote the symbol instead of the... So x minus 3. And then maybe for the second one, let's do... how about the difference of x and 3? So the difference of x and 3. All right, you guys got that one? Maybe I'll put so you can see the different ones. That's one, that's one, that's one, that's one. All right, let's move over to number 3. So anybody got one for 3? What do you got? Go ahead. 7 times m. So 7 times, that's good, by the way. So 7 times m. And then how about we use product also? So we'll do the product of 7 and m. All right. And then number 4. Yeah, what do you got all the way back there? Y divided by 6? Okay. So we got y divided by 6. So y divided by 6. Let's use the quotient also. So now when you use the quotient, whichever one because you guys, we don't use that division symbol a lot in algebra. So what you usually see is, this written as like y over 6, like that. We don't use that division symbol a lot. So when you use the word quotient, the one that you mentioned first, either the y or the 6, that tells you which one goes on top, okay, which one goes in the numerator. So if I write, here, let me write it down. So we're going to write the quotient of y and 6. That's supposed to be a Q right there. It's like a 9. So we got the quotient of y and 6. And when I write it like that, that implies that whichever one I mentioned first, in this case the y, that means that is in the numerator, okay? So it's up on top. What else is I going to tell you? Also, notice on the previous one, on number 3 there, We said 7 times m. Well, we could write that as 7 times m like that, right? But we don't usually like to do that in algebra. Why is that? Yeah. Yeah, it looks like the time symbol right there. That ends up looking like x, right? So that looks like 7xm. That's why we don't use that. Now, some people will still use, they'll still use like a little dot, like 7 times m like that. That's okay. But usually we'll just write it like we did right here. If I write 7m, then that's implied that there's a multiplication between the 7 and the m. All right? So let's keep going. Now this time we're going the other way. So they're giving us this thing in words, and we want to write it in symbols, or we want to take it from English and write it in math. Okay? So this one says John types 62 words per minute. Anybody got an idea on this one? What does per mean? Yeah. What operation would be per? Would that be add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Yeah. Yeah, it's actually multiply. So when you see that word per, that's going to mean I didn't mean to circle that. Hold on. That word per is going to mean multiply. And that's because, like, if he typed for 2 minutes, how many words would he type? If he typed for 2 minutes, how many words would he type? Yeah. 124. So you did 62 times 2, right? Because it was 2 minutes. And then if he typed for 3 minutes, you would do 62 times 3. And that would be 186 words. All right, so this one's just going to be 62. And I'm going to use m for my variable for minutes, okay? M is going to mean the number of minutes. So this one's just going to be 62m. So 62m. Where m here is going to represent the number of minutes. Number of minutes. I always like to define what the variable is, what value or what quantity it represents. All right, then number 6. You guys good with that one? Stop me if I go too fast and I slide over because I got to zoom in or you guys won't be able to see. Now this one says Roberto is 4 years older than Emily. So, yeah. 4 plus. Actually, it's going to be plus e. You got to take Emily. That's good though. You got to take Emily's age and add 4 to get Roberto's age, right? So if Emily was 10, how old is Roberto? 14, yeah. So it's actually Emily plus 4. So we're going to write, I'll write e plus 4. So older than is kind of like more than. Okay? Let's see, what else I want to talk about this. So obviously the e here, I'm going to define this variable. So the e here, that's Emily's age. Oops. Emily's age. Okay. And then we got number 7. All right. This one says Joey earns $5 for each car he washes. And then the expression we want to write, the algebraic expression, is going to be how many cars did he wash if he earned D dollars? So then let me give you an example. Let's say he earned $20. How many cars did he wash? 4, yeah, because 20 divided by $5 for each car would be 4, right? Make sense? So if he earns $20, you divide that by $5, you get that he washed 4 cars. Now, we're not doing $20 though, we're doing D dollars. So it's actually going to be D, I'll put it in here. It's going to be D divided by 5. I think that variable is already defined for you guys. D is the number of dollars, right? So if he did 50, if he got $50, so if D was 50, how many cars did he wash? Good, yeah, 10. So 50 divided by 5 would give you 10 cars. All right. And then the last part of this, to wrap it up, number 8, we're going to evaluate some algebraic expressions. So on this first one, we're going to evaluate this expression right here. That says B, let me zoom in a little bit better. That says B minus C. All right? And what you have to do to evaluate it is you're going to substitute in the given values. So what does B equal? Let me put a different color on here. I haven't done that yet. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to put the 7 in right there for the B. And then what's the C? 2. So we're going to put the 2 in for the C. And we just substitute those in and then replace the letters, or we replace the variables with their I can't talk. I'm not used to this mask either. You replace the you replace the variables with the given numbers. I think I said that right finally. Yeah, what do you get? 7 minus 2. So we're going to do 7 minus 2 equals what? Check again. 5, yeah. All right, so we get 5. So that's what it means when it says evaluate. We're actually going to get a number answer, okay? And let me make sure I said that right because I was struggling there saying that. So what you're doing on these again is you're replacing the variables with the given numbers. And then this one over here, what's AC? What does that mean again? Yeah. What's AC mean? What do I do? Yeah. Yeah, A times C. So what's A?
4.
All right, A is 4. So we'll put that. So we're plugging in 4 for the A. And then C was 2, right? So what we're going to do here then is we're going to do 4 times 2. It's supposed to be a times. I'm losing it here. How come that's not undoing? I don't know. Sorry, 4 times 2 is 8. And that's it. That's the first lesson. Let me stop the recording.